Hello everyone, I'm doing so welcome back to another video. So guys, today I'm gonna review The Batman starring Robert Pattinson as the new Dark Knight. Guys, I watched this movie yesterday night. Really good movie. I'll see things that I liked and some things I didn't like. And at the end of the video, I'll give my 1 to 10 rating on the movie. So let's get started. I will talk about most of the characters in the movie, and this review will indeed include spoilers for the movie. So if you haven't watched the movie yet, go watch it and then come back to the video. Let's start with Robert Pattinson as the new Batman. When he was cast as Batman, I was one of the people that was supporting him. Robert Pattinson is a great actor, so I knew he would do a great Batman, and he did. I liked how this Batman was more detective and more of a quiet Batman, where he only talked when he figured out something in crime scenes. So he didn't get as any dialogue as I thought he was gonna get. Um, because I think he at this point in his career, I think he's only been the Batman for 2 years and now. And he only trusts Gordon in all the GCPD because most of the cops at GCPD are corrupt and dirty, and that is one of the main factors that makes this movie, the corruption of Gotham. And I also like Robert Pattinson's voice as Batman and as Bruce Wayne as well. And I really like Bruce Wayne in this adaptation. I like how he's not the uh, Richie playboy that he is in the comics and the other movies. I like how he's more of a Bruce Wayne that doesn't care about the Wayne Enterprises things. He only really uses the money so he can make more gadgets for his use as Batman. So I really like this new adaptation of Batman, and I think Robert Pattinson is my new favorite Batman. So let's get into Catwoman now. I think Catwoman was a bit sidelined, I think, in the movie, especially more of until the end. That was a I liked her storyline in this movie, how she wanted to save her friend that was, I think, kidnapped by Carmine Falcone. Um, and I liked how she only wanted to find her friend, and then after she found her, which she didn't, he was dead. She wanted to move to Bloodhaven, which is where Nightwing normally acts in the comics, but I don't think we're getting Nightwing soon. So yeah, but I like that little. But I like the interactions between Catwoman and Batman in the movie. Um, she was just awesome. Zoe Kravitz in the role. She was just awesome. That's all I have to say about her. Now let's get into the Riddler. So this version of the Riddler is a bit different than most of the comics versions. Um, in this movie, we see Riddler more as a serial killer and I don't know, influencer kind of, no, online influencers. The goons that Riddler has in the movie are fans from his, I don't know, YouTube channel, I think. The Riddler was more of a horror movie villain in this movie, especially in the first scene of the movie where he kills, I think I don't remember the guy's name. I think Mitchell, I think was the guy's name. He killed him with a carpet tool, and the way he appeared in the room was really scary. Like the Mitchell dude was just walking around this room, and then he was just there rushing from the shadows. So that was pretty awesome. I liked how that Riddler's inspiration in the movie was Batman. And always thought that Batman was on his side of everything. Um, he really did think they were on the same side, but they weren't. And I think Riddler is just a mentally ill person in the movie. Um, and I liked that he knows a lot of stuff about the corruption in Gotham. Like he's the one who tells Bruce Wayne about the bad stuff that his parents did, and I will get into that later in the video. Now, so let's get into Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon, played by Jeffrey Wright, was definitely my favorite adaptation of Gordon in in the movie. Jeffrey Wright really did nail the role, and I think one of the biggest things about this movie is the relationship between Batman and Gordon. Like you can see in the movie that they're partners for a while. Like when Gordon says that they're working for 2 years and he still doesn't know who Batman is. Just to add that factor that they're partners for some time now, and he really is one of the comedic parts of this movie. Um, with some no, he throws some humor in the movie. I really did like him, and Jeffrey Wright is an amazing actor. Now listen to the Penguin. Penguin by Colin Farrell. Uh, are you sure that was Colin Farrell? Because that wasn't Colin Farrell. I think Penguin was one of the characters that I wanted to get a lot more of in this movie. We got a lot of Penguin. Don't get me wrong. Like that chase scene with the Batmobile, which was brilliant. Um, was awesome, and Penguin was also a comedic role for the movie. And I heard that he's getting an HBO Max show, which will supposedly be rated R, just like Peacemaker. It won't hold back, so we'll probably get a lot of violence and a lot of corruption in this show. Um, so that's awesome. I also want to see a lot more of the Batmobile, since we were just talking about it. Um, I like the Iceberg Lounge as well. With the penguin stuff. I think it was a really cool, you know, location in the movie. But let's get into the Waynes now. So in the movie, we found out that Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's father, wasn't the best person. I mean, he was, but like he committed a mistake in the movie, because he wanted to save the love of his life, Martha Wayne. That was a mentally ill person in the movie. Um, Apparently, her mother killed her father, Martha Wayne's father, and then committed suicide. So I think they want to hide that stuff, and Martha is also mentally ill, and one of the things that shows that mistake is a reporter named Elliot, which is definitely a reference to Hush from the comics. Just won't shut up about the Martha Wayne stuff about being mentally ill, and also exposing the story of her mother killing her father in the news. So Thomas Wayne asked Carmine Falcone to shut him. With shut him, I mean no, just get him to be quiet. But he can't do that. So Carmine kills the reporter, and that's not what Thomas Wayne wanted. So he after he discovered that, he wanted to go immediately to the police, but in that same night he was going to police, the Waynes got shot. So uh, I like that that's a mystery in the movie, that we still don't know who killed Bruce's parents. Um, I think that's an open door that we can explore in future installments, with Bruce finding out who killed his parents. So let's get into Alfred now. Alfred was a nice role, a nice addition to the movie, where I generally thought at one point that they were gonna kill Alfred when Jim and Batman found out that Riddler was going after Bruce Wayne. Um, Alfred opened a bomb at Wayne Tower and it exploded. But luckily, Alfred came out alive of that. He was only in the hospital. And in the hospital, we got a beautiful scene between Bruce and Alfred, where Bruce confronts Alfred about not telling the truth about his parents and the deal that Thomas and Carmine made all those years ago. And and Alfred explains the whole thing to Bruce, and he also says that he still doesn't know who killed Bruce's parents, so that's still a hint that we'll possibly explore that in the future movie. I'm excited to see where all that goes. If we will finally get a Batman Brave and the Bold moment when Bruce finds out who killed his parents and he goes full vengeance mode against him. So let's see. for the Batman, I give a 10 out of 10 uh, rating for the movie. Really enjoyable, really good plot, and I'll also make a video about what the sequel could explore, and maybe in a few days. So stay out for that. I'm Brunil. Peace out. Take care.